Today I'm going to tell you an interesting story, so watch till the end. It's going to be worth it. I was 27 years old, working a stable tech job in Austin, Texas, living in a modest two-bedroom apartment, paying off student loans, and spending most of my time glued to my computer screen. My life was predictable: code, coffee, and silence. I didn't have many close friends. I wasn't much of a social butterfly, and I kept to myself most of the time. People often say I'm quiet, but truthfully I was just empty inside. A huge part of me had always felt missing, like a door that never fully closed, a chapter that never really ended. That chapter was my father. I hadn't seen him in 15 years. One day, when I was 12, he just vanished. No note. No message. Just gone. My mom and I were left broken and confused. She tried to act strong, but I knew she cried every night behind closed doors. We filed a police report, searched hospitals, even morgues. Nothing. It was like the earth had swallowed him whole. People whispered maybe he ran off with another woman. Others said he must have died. But deep inside, I never believed he would just abandon us. For 15 years, I carried the weight of that emptiness. Every birthday, every graduation, every major moment, I looked around hoping maybe, just maybe, he would show up. But he never did. One Sunday morning, everything changed. I was scrolling through Reddit mindlessly when I saw a post in my local Austin subreddit titled, "Free Haircuts for the Homeless, this Sunday near 6th Street Bridge." The photo attached showed a long line of people and one man. One man froze my blood cold. The image was blurry, but my heart began to race. His posture, his face, even his worn-out brown jacket, it looked exactly like my dad. But it couldn't be, right? After 15 years? I zoomed in. My hands trembled. The man in the picture had a scar near his left eye, a long, thin one. My father had the same scar, from when he rescued a dog that had been hit by a car when I was just 5. I stared at that image for what felt like an eternity. Could this really be him? My heart said yes. My mind wasn't sure. I didn't sleep that night. I kept refreshing the post, reading every comment, looking for clues. Someone mentioned the haircut event would happen again the next weekend. I knew what I had to do. Next Sunday, I went down to the bridge. I parked my car a block away, my palms sweating, my chest tight. I don't know what I expected. Maybe it was all a mistake. Maybe I'd just find a man who looked like him, but what if it really was him? The area was packed with volunteers, barbers, people handing out sandwiches, and rows of tired, worn faces. I scanned each one carefully. The line for haircuts was forming. I felt ridiculous, just standing there like a lost kid. And then I saw him. He was sitting alone on the sidewalk, sipping from a paper cup, his back slightly hunched. His beard was thick and gray, hair long, clothes old and ragged, but his eyes. I recognized those eyes. I walked toward him slowly. My feet felt heavy. My mouth was dry. "Excuse me, sir," I said, my voice cracking. He looked up, our eyes locked. He stared at me, confused, then surprised, then terrified, and then he whispered my name. "Ethan?" That's when I knew. It was him, my father. The man who had vanished from my life 15 years ago was sitting right in front of me, homeless, exhausted, and shaking. I didn't know what to say. I just knelt down and hugged him. I didn't care how he smelled, how he looked. I just hugged him like I never wanted to let go again. He broke down, right there on the street, sobbed into my shoulder like a child. I was crying too, years of pain pouring out like a flood. We talked for hours, sitting on the curb, ignoring the noise around us, just him and me, father and son, 15 years apart. His story crushed me. He had been dealing with undiagnosed bipolar disorder. After a particularly bad episode, he felt like he was a burden to the family. One night, while we were asleep, he packed a small bag and left. He said he planned to get help and come back. But he never did. He had a breakdown and ended up hospitalized. He didn't have ID on him, and they treated him as a John Doe. After that, he bounced from shelter to shelter. He thought we'd be better off without him. "Every day I wanted to come back," he said, tears rolling down his face. "But I was ashamed. I thought you hated me. I thought your mother had moved on. I didn't deserve to be your father anymore." My heart shattered. All those years I spent thinking he didn't care. And here he was, thinking I didn't want him anymore. I took him home that night. My apartment wasn't huge, but it was warm, and it was his now too. He was hesitant at first. I had to convince him it was okay. I bought him new clothes, helped him shower, gave him my room while I slept on the couch. The next few weeks were tough. He had to detox from years of alcohol dependency. I got him into a mental health program. We visited doctors, counselors. It wasn't easy. There were nights I found him sitting silently on the balcony, crying. Sometimes he'd wake up screaming. But every day, little by little, I saw glimpses of the father I remembered. The man who used to teach me how to ride a bike. The man who read me bedtime stories. The man who made the best pancakes on Sunday mornings. One day, he cooked breakfast for me. His hands trembled, but the smile on his face was real. 3 months later, he got his first part-time job at a community garden. He was proud, wearing his little name tag, digging in the soil, helping the neighborhood. People loved him. He had stories to tell, kindness to share. We visited my mom's grave together. She had passed away 4 years ago from cancer. He collapsed at her grave. Apologized over and over. I stood silently, holding his hand. "I failed her," he whispered. "No," I said. "You were sick. She would have forgiven you. She always loved you." Today he's almost 60. He lives with me. We have a small garden. He paints sometimes. He volunteers at shelters, helping others like him. He even spoke at a local event about homelessness and mental illness. The crowd gave him a standing ovation. Every time I see him now, smiling, clean-shaven, hopeful, I remember that boy inside me who kept praying for a miracle. That miracle happened under a bridge. I found my father, not just the man, but the love I thought I'd lost forever. Ending line for YouTube video. If you like the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and definitely leave a comment for more stories.